for a global economic order that is in the interest of both America and Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, that global challenges can only be met by comprehensive international cooperation is also true for the third great test we need to stand in the 21st century, the wall that seemingly separates the present from the future. This wall bars from life and to our climate. We can already see now where this wasteful attitude towards our future leads. Icebergs are melting in the Arctic. In Africa, people become refugees because their environment has been destroyed. The global sea level is rising. I am delighted to note that President Obama and you, in your daily work, consider the protection of our climate to be a very important task. We all know we have no time to lose. We need an agreement. We need an agreement at the climate conference in Copenhagen in December. We need an agreement on one objective. Global warming must not exceed 2 degrees Celsius. To achieve this, we need the readiness of all countries to accept internationally binding obligations. We cannot afford missing the objectives in climate protection that science tells us have to be met. This would not only be irresponsible from an environmental point of view, it would also be technologically short-sighted, for the development of new technologies in the field of energy offers great opportunities for growth and innovative jobs. No doubt about it. In December, the world will look to us, to the Europeans and to the Americans. And it is true, there can be no agreement without China and India. But I'm convinced, once we in Europe and America show ourselves ready to adopt binding agreements, we will also be able to persuade China and India to join in. And then, in Copenhagen, we shall be able to overcome this wall separating the present from the future, in the interest of our children and grandchildren, and in the interest of sustainable development all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I am convinced, just as we found the strength in the 20th century to bring about the fall of a wall made of concrete and barbed wire, we shall now show that necessary strength to overcome the walls of the 21st century. Walls in our minds, walls of short-sighted self-interest, walls between the present and the future. Ladies and gentlemen, my confidence is nurtured and comes from a very important source, a very special sound, the sound of the Liberty Bell in Schöneberg Town Hall in Berlin. Since 1950, a bell cast after the original American Liberty Bell hangs there in the belfry. A gift from American citizens, it is a symbol of the promise of freedom, a promise that has been fulfilled. On the 3rd of October 1990, the Liberty Bell rang again, signaling unification of Germany, the greatest moment of joy for the German people. On the 13th of September 2001, it tolled out again, 2 days after 9/11, the greatest day of mourning for the American people.
The Freedom Bell in Berlin is, like the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia, a symbol which reminds us that freedom does not come about of itself. It must be struggled for and then defended anew every day of our lives. In this endeavor, Germany and Europe will also in future remain strong and dependable partners for America. That I promise you. Thank you very much.